Hello, everyone, and thanks for listening to the Grow Your Life podcast. My name's Jeremiah Krakowski, and if you haven't listened to this podcast before, I talk about how you can grow in your life and your business to get more sales, leads, customers, and clients, and how to work through some of the mindset issues that keep people stuck from going to the next level. And that's what I want to help you with on this podcast. Now, listen, if you're not in the hashtag Grow Your Life Facebook group, be sure to join that group. There's over 1,500 people just like yourself that are growing in their life and in their business. And you can ask questions in there of anything that you might be stuck on in there, and people are ready to answer you. As well, if you haven't checked out my courses, Social Media Ads That Work and Irresistible Offers That Sell, those are the best courses that I have on advertising and creating offers that get you sales online. So be sure to check those out on my website, jeremiahkrakowski.com. Now today we're going to go into mastering your messaging, specifically by way of marketing, attracting clients, getting more sales, right? Because that's what the goal is. We want to get more sales. We want to get more customers. We want to get more people buying from us and spending money with us on our websites and through our marketing efforts. After all, if you're spending all this time doing marketing and it's not producing sales, then what's it worth, right? And so when you get your messaging right, when you get your messaging down, it makes things a lot easier for you to see results with it. Oftentimes I see people, they think that they have good messaging, and I look at it and it's how their industry talks. There's a lot of industry insider language. It sounds really smart, but it misses the mark so far off from what actually produces sales. And that's what we're going to talk about today, specifically around sales messaging, advertising messaging, and what gets people to take action from the messaging when they see you, when they first meet you, to get them to make a decision to buy from you. Now, I understand that a lot of the people who listen to my podcast are extremely smart people, have incredible products and services, and are serving a lot of people, and there might even be competition in their market. And so you're fighting an uphill battle against what's naturally going to be your MO in messaging. You're fighting against what's naturally going to feel like the right things to do. And that's okay. Everybody is that way. I was that way. You're that way. Everybody that I coach is that way. And that's absolutely normal. And so we're going to break through what some of those barriers are and give you some strategies that you can apply to your messaging this week to get more results, to get more sales, more customers in your emails, in your marketing, and your ad campaigns. What happens is that messaging is how you connect with a target customer. Somebody doesn't know who you are. They find you online. They're going to read words on social media. They're going to read words that you type. They're going to listen to the words that you say on your videos. They're going to read the words that you put on your graphics and on your social posts and on your websites and your offers, right? So there's words that are spoken or written that connect with your buyers. And when you advertise, you're then connecting with tens of thousands of those people. So that's all messaging. And so your messaging is putting a message out there to people, and it's either connecting with them to buy from you or it's pushing them away. And what I often notice people do is the messaging, again, might be all the right things to say for their industry. You might be saying literally all the right things in the right, perfect way, but it's turning off your buyers. It might be validated even by your peers, by your colleagues, by people that believe in you. You might have even had experts tell you, yes, this is great. This is perfect. But at the end of the day, numbers don't lie. The market doesn't lie. Results don't lie. If it's not selling, something is off. And so we have to learn to not communicate with our peers or even ourselves, but rather with our buyers, with our purchasers, the humans who go on their computer, they find you, and they pull out their credit card, and they type the numbers in, and they give you money, okay? Now, that might be a challenge if you don't have any buyers, but you can still test that out by who's engaging with you on social media, who is filling out your free products and services. Whatever level you're getting engagement with people, those are the people that you want your messaging crafted towards. You're not trying to look smart to them. You want to help them feel smart. You want to help your buyers feel like they're a genius for finding you. And that is the shift. You're not trying to validate how you look to your buyers. You're not trying to look good enough for them to work with, even though that is a nice thought, something that we would like, right? We'd like people to like us, to be validated. But at the end of the day, you can't get your validation and your worth from your messaging, from the opinions of people, from people buying from you. And you want to solely make your messaging about connecting with the buyers, the people that are going to purchase from you, to the point that you may look stupid to your peers, to the point that you may look like you don't have all your ducks in a row to critics that are in your industry. You see, that's the part where you know your messaging is right, is when you have criticism from peers and people in your industry that they're just not quite getting how you're connecting with people, but the money starts coming in. And that's the gold territory that you want to get to, is where you're so immersed in talking with your buyers, with your customers, with the people that are going to buy from you, that it repels everybody else and attracts those that are meant to work with you. After all, your peers and colleagues aren't going to buy from you. They're comparing themselves to you. So why are you trying to validate yourself to them? Again, I get it. It feels good to be liked by people. But at the end of the day, for your messaging to be effective, it's not going to resonate with most of the people in your industry, quote unquote. But it's going to strongly speak to, on an emotional level, the people that are willing to pull out their credit cards and purchase from you. And so that's where, when you can immerse yourself in the world of your target customer, when you have conversations with them, when you talk with them, I talk with my clients all the time to hear what are they going through, what's their cadence, how do they talk, how do they communicate. I even have a collage on my screen. I'm making this podcast right now. I'm going to flip my camera around here. I actually have a collage of some of my one-on-one coaching clients right in front of me. These are people that have spent money to buy my courses, to listen to my podcast, to coach with me. And so I'm communicating and connecting and talking to all of them as if they're in a room with me right now. And some of them are even listening to this right now, which is awesome, which I'm excited about. This is part of the methodology of effective messaging, effectively communicating and connecting with people that are going to spend money with you. Because at the end of the day, feeling good about doing all the right things according to your industry, I'm not talking about anything immoral or unethical. I'm talking about like how you explain your product or service, explaining it in the right way that your industry would explain it, but you're not making any money. That's the worst feeling in the world, because you literally feel like I'm doing all the right stuff and nothing's working. And that's what I hear people say very often. Jeremiah, I'm doing all the right stuff. Why is nothing working? And it almost every single time comes down to disconnected messaging. Messaging that is not even reaching the people that are going to buy from you. It might reach you. It might get you a gold star from your colleagues. But people that are going to be buyers, they're both getting turned off by it and they're confused the whole step of the way. And so one of the first things that we need to do is you got to have relentless positive self-image, okay? Believe in yourself. That's the basics. Because if you're just trying to validate yourself through your sales and through your products and through your services and validating your worth through your offers, it's never going to happen. So you have to have that self-validation before you put your offer out there and while you're writing it, to where you believe in yourself, you believe in what you're offering, and you believe in what you're selling, and all you care about is, how can I serve these people that are spending money with me? That's all that I care about. How can I serve you? How can I serve you to help you get more sales in your business? How can I help you go to 7 figures? How can I help you go to 8 figures? How can I help you go to 6 figures? How can I help you get that first sale? That's the focus of every single thing that I do. Not, do I look good enough for people to trust me? Not, I hope this is the copy that's going to motivate people to buy from me and influence them to close the sale. I don't even think about that. Now, yes, there's methods to that. There's words and language and perspectives that we can use, such as mirroring the language of our target customer, saying the things that they would back to them, even if it's not natural for us to say it that way. I'm going to say that again. Saying the things that your target customer would say the way that they would say it, even if it's not naturally how you would say it, connects better with people by talking with them the way that they communicate, the way that they talk. Not the way your peers talk, not the way that you talk, the way that your purchasing buyers talk. Oh, and by the way, if they're learning something from you, if they're at a place where their mindset needs a shift, they're going to probably be saying some things that are really outside of your comfort zone of what you think is the right thing. So essentially, you're going to have to use the wrong language to reach the right customer. It's actually part of the process. You're going to have to use some of the language that maybe you don't feel comfortable with to reach the people that you can best impact by using the language that they already use. And so then what you're doing is you're able to use that as a hook. You tell a story of someone who's just like them, and that's where case studies are important. You're able to tell a case study and a story of somebody who went through and worked with you and got a result to the solution that you offer, which is buying from you. You see, this is what has changed and revolutionized clients of mine that I have that I do coaching with. When we start talking the way our customers talk, we start communicating the way that they communicate, and we communicate back to them with the solution that we offer, sales start coming in. That's how we're able to help campaigns that might be dying. We change the perspective of it when I'm coaching with my clients. Like when I was coaching with Dawn, like when I was coaching with Rick, like when I'm coaching with Jeff, with Ray. We changed the language just a little bit so that it resonates with the person who's going to be a buyer for them. It might not be natural for them for how they say it. It might not be natural for how Gail says it or for how Adam says it, but it's the way that their buyers are going to connect with them. You see, it's not about looking smart. It's not about sounding smart. It's about connecting with another human being to help serve them at the best possible way that you can. And I believe, again, if you're watching me right now, your product or service is absolutely incredible. The people that I do business with have incredible products and services. Something I kind of pride myself in. And I believe that all of my products are the best products that are on the market. Just as I believe that about my customers. And so knowing that you have excellent products, excellent delivery, and if you don't, start there. Have excellent products, excellent delivery, and really believe in what you're selling. Then learn about the people that are going to be your buyers. Ask them questions. Literally contact them and get to know them. Get out of your comfort zone and start to connect with other people in a way that you can learn What are they going through? What are they dealing with? Again, it might not be natural for you to do this, but you're going to learn how to communicate to them the value that you offer to attract and bring them into your fold to close those sales. So when you can learn how to do that effectively, when you can learn how to put yourself in the shoes of your target customer, you start to get into the mind of your target customer. And to be honest, that's a big part of my methodology. When I make podcasts, when I make courses, when I make content, I'm getting into the mind of these clients that I have. I've had enough conversations with enough of them that there's patterns of similarity. And so I get into that mindset of who I'm working with. And then I think about, okay, if I was somebody dealing with this issue, what would I need to do to get past this issue? The number one thing that I constantly see is messaging. Not trying to look smart, not trying to look professional, not trying to appear like somebody that should be listened to, but rather connecting with your buyers and meeting them where they are at. Because if you can meet your target customer where they're at, it solves so much of the equation for you. You don't have to work as hard. You don't have to do as much effort in your marketing when you can meet the buyers where they're at. Because they're already looking for what you're offering. They're already seeking what you're putting out there. Now, I get it. Some of us have big hearts and we want to impact people that maybe are outside of that range of our buyers. When you make enough money, $10, $100 million, you can invest into reaching people outside of that lane of your buyers. But for you to reach that level of $10, $100 million, you're going to have to niche down to these people that most resonate with you and start talking specifically to the people that you serve the most. Start talking to those buyers, those purchasers, those people that come to you for the solution that you offer. Now, again, there's definitely going to be some similarities to yourself in that we attract what we are like. But at the end of the day, we're not all the same, and we can't always assume that other people are dealing with stuff the same way that we would, or processing information the same way that we would. I think a lot of my clients process information very differently than I do. In fact, I've discovered over the years, I thought they were all like me, and now I see they have some similar experiences in life, some similar habits, but very different people. And so when we can honor that in our messaging, we can honor who people are instead of expecting them to be like us, and we speak to what's their situation, what's their problem, really get to know and understand the problems that your buyers have. Really learn what are those issues that they have, that they struggle with. Really deep dive into what is keeping them from going to that next level in their life, whether it be coaching, courses, books, food, supplements, a system, could be a ministry, could be just getting a haircut. We don't want to devalue what it is that you do. You could even be running an agency and offering services to people. Whatever it is that you do, think about who would most benefit from what I offer, who do I want to reach, who's my target customer, and then make your messaging around that person. And then what's going to happen is there's going to be people that come to you that are going to be your buyers, and that's who you resonate the most with. You don't have to work so hard because your customers tell you how to sell to them. All of my customers tell me exactly how to sell to them, exactly how to communicate, just by the conversations that we have. And I ask deep questions all the time. You might wonder, why do I ask so many questions? Well, because it helps me learn and discover how to best serve the people that I am serving and reaching. And so when you can do that as well, when you can learn to connect, communicate, and serve your buyers at the best of your ability, which includes your messaging, which includes how you connect, how you communicate, using the words that they use, coming down to their level, talking with them, really kind of coming alongside them. Imagine, if you will, your buyers was a close friend of yours. How would you connect? How would you communicate differently with them? Now imagine for a second that you are making $1 million in your business. If you're already making $1 million, making 10 million or 100 million, whatever that next level is for you. Imagine that. How would you connect and communicate with your buyers differently? Start communicating that way. And if you still don't know how they communicate, start at that first step of creating conversations, whether it be through direct message, through phone calls. You want to know why I do so many free calls with people, even though I offer paid coaching? Because the more people I can get on the phone with and hear their stories and hear what they're going through and hear what they're struggling with, the better my messaging gets and the better my products and services get, the better my podcast episodes get. Just by learning about other people, by taking a genuine interest in what another person is dealing with, and then delivering, creating, crafting, or sourcing products and services that serve their needs. And then designing my offers around that person, designing my offers around the type of person that I best help and serve. Get clear on who you're serving. Get clear on what they experience throughout the day. What's their life story? How old are they? What mindset issues do they struggle with? Don't know those? Then you got some homework to do. A discovery journey to learn what those things are about your target customers. And for you, you're going to uniquely have a target customer that's different than other people in your industry, by the way. Sure, you can get some clues by seeing who is responding with your competitors and what are the problems that they're dealing with and things like that. But at the end of the day, you're going to sell the most to the people that are coming to you, that are connecting with you. There's an energetic connection that happens with people that are buying from you, that are asking you for help. They're constantly coming to you and asking you for help. And those are the type of people that you can most connect with. So as long as you just find as many of them as possible, the sales come naturally for you. It doesn't take a whole lot of effort. You don't need to validate yourself to them. You don't need to prove yourself to them. You just need to connect and have conversations and be joyful, be hopeful, be happy, be somebody that they want to hang out with. Show yourself friendly. If you've struggled to make friends in your life, that might be a place to start. Learning how to make some friends. Learning how to learn about another person more than you do yourself. And that's going to teach you how to make your messaging connect to get people to buy from you. Now listen, if you need some help with this, again, my course, Irresistible Offers That Sell, teaches you how to create offers that connect with buyers. Social media ads that work, how to run ad campaigns that connect with buyers. If you want to take this further, you can schedule a free 15-minute call with me on my website, jeremiahkrakowski.com/free call. And we can talk about your business, your customers, what you've tried, all the right things that you're doing that aren't working, and how to help you get to the next level. It's totally free. It's not a sales pitch either. It's a strategic breakthrough call where we can talk about your business and how to take you to the next level. I also offer one-on-one coaching over Zoom with people, where we hop on Zoom for an hour and we go over your business, whatever we need to during that time to help you grow to the next level. So if you're still listening to this, thank you. Grow your life, everybody. We'll talk soon. I look forward to talking with some of you on the phone. Have a good one.